This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by lynda.com. Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here. Apple is back at it again by sending out some more press invitations for an event going down on October the 22nd. And in this video, I'm just going to be covering some of the things that we'll probably see at this event. Now, OS X Mavericks just went to Golden Master not too long ago, about a week or two ago. And so we'll probably see the final version of their desktop laptop OS of OS X Mavericks. And also we'll probably get a release date and the price point. And if it's something like Apple has been doing recently here with their desktop OSs, it'll probably be around $29 for the upgrade. Now, also too, we'll probably see the new Mac Pro, which they teased at WWDC, and we'll probably see this new Mac Pro. We get more details about the hardware and definitely pricing. Pricing is going to be something that is probably over $2,000 at least, but we'll probably get again some pricing for that and also a release date for that. And new MacBook Pros. People have been waiting for some new updated MacBook Pros, some new processors and all that good stuff. And so I think the beginning of this event will be solely focused on desktop laptops and also the software to go along both of those. Now I think Apple will probably hit on iPods. Usually they update their iPods once a year, and so if they don't talk about the iPods this year, it'll be something definitely out of the norm. So we could see a refreshed iPod Touch with at least the fingerprint sensor added, who knows, and also iPod Nanos. They may get rid of the iPod Classic for sure, who knows. I said who knows too many times, but we'll probably see some type of update to the iPods. Again, this stuff could be very quick though, but I think eventually Apple will move on to the meat of what they wanted to talk about at this event, and this will be the new iPad. So there's been a ton of rumors going on about this new iPad, and more than likely we'll probably see the bigger brother of the iPad, the regular iPad, take on the same type of design that the iPad mini has. So it's going to be thinner, should be lighter, and should be better to hold in your hand. I don't see the screen size changing at all. It'll still be 9.7 inches, but it'll start to look a lot like the iPad mini. And then with the iPad mini, it will finally hopefully get a Retina display. With the release of the Nexus 7, which is my favorite tablet right now, and the display on that thing is a beautiful thing to look at. And when you look over at the iPad mini, it's just not hitting on anything there. So I think Apple does need to bring the Retina display over to the iPad mini. Now we'll likely see the Touch ID fingerprint sensor added to the iPad, but it may not be added to the iPad mini. They may do the same thing that they're doing with the iPhone 5C and the 5S, just keeping on the kind of the premium one out of the two. But I think we'll definitely see Touch ID on one of the iPads at least. And then also too, the cameras will be improved. Of course, the internal specs, the A7 processor, maybe that motion co-processor will be added to the iPads as well. But I think everything else will be right along the lines, the same type of performance upgrades that we've seen in the iPhone 5S. Now, if you take a look at the press invitation that they sent out, you see at the bottom they said we still have a lot to cover. Now, that could be a double meaning there. They could be saying, okay, we have a lot to cover with desktop, laptops, OSs, and all that stuff. But I think also we may see a new smart cover for the iPad. Now, if you really think about it, the smart covers for the iPad really aren't that smart. They don't really do anything but just attach onto your iPad via magnets. But we see what Microsoft is doing with the Surface tablets. Those covers add battery life, or they have the changing keyboard and different things like that. And I think Apple will probably do something with this smart cover to maybe change it up a little bit. That's just what I'm getting from this invitation, if they are going with that same type of double meaning that they usually do on their press invitations. So I'm just going to wrap up this video right now. I just want to give you a heads up about this Apple event. So if you're thinking about buying an iPad or a MacBook Pro or really anything new Apple, you probably want to hold off unless it's the iPhone 5S or MacBook Air. You probably want to hold off to see what Apple talks about at this event. We could see some new cinema displays. Heck, we can even see the Touch ID built into keyboards or mouse or the MacBook Pro. I will definitely be covering it with my live coverage like I did for the iPhone event, and I have more details about that as we get closer to October 22nd. But leave your comment down below in these comment sections about what you think you may see or what we may see at this event from Apple, or what do you want to see. And thanks for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace. Today's sponsor is lynda.com, which is an online learning company and has over 77,000 video tutorials to help teach you software, creative, and business skills. And so you can learn about web design, programming, photography, audio, video, 3D, and animation, a whole bunch of different things on this website. And memberships start at just $25 a month, and they provide you 24/7 unlimited access to top quality video tutorials from experts that have real world experience. And so if you want to try this out absolutely free for 7 days, you can go to lynda.com/soldier, either on your computer or your iPhone and your iPad via one of their apps. Again, that's lynda.com/soldier.